Ladies and gents, welcome to the tiniest islands game ever. Much like our Forest Nothing, Arabia, and Arena games, this is 36 tiles by 36 tiles. This is only recently possible, so of course, we have to stretch the limits. And we have a crazy game here. We've got Aremku in the red, playing as the Portuguese on his tiny, teensy little island. And then in the blue, we have John Slow, who is like kind of surrounded by trees. And he is playing as the Italian, so we've got Portuguese, Italians, two really good water sieves. This is actually the third time we've tried this because of bugs, because boars were stuck in the woodlines. I cannot wait, because the boars are actually accessible for John Slow. I cannot wait to try and see him bring the boars into his TC. Like, this boar is going to be such a nightmare. There's, like, 2 choke points where he can run into his TC. Anyways, I guess he doesn't need to build a lumber camp here. And these boars aren't going to be that easy for Aremku either. So Aremku even has a back pond here, guys. He could dock in the back. That's a strategy. Is that a shorefish on top of a... Whoa, the shorefish are with the deep fish. Dang, man. Well, there's a lot of fish in general, and then I also love how there are also neutral islands. You have the neutral island with stone and with gold and the relic even. So great job on the scripting here from Krakenmeister. And I imagine this is going to be a rush to Navy. And we'll see how long this game actually goes. So I didn't do these games because I thought they were going to bring us long games. But the games have just gotten shorter and shorter. We're going to have a dock there for John Slow. He can't get out because the scout was in the way. Did you see that? That's really funny stuff. So, you know, their docks might end up touching each other here. And this is pretty cramped, man. I think something that's really easy to forget here is that you need 2 Dark Age buildings. Because if you're not going to make a lumber camp, if you're either of them, usually you have a lumber camp and then you have a dock, and then you can click up to the next age. But if it's just dock and no lumber camp, you're still only on 1 Dark Age building. So what you would want to do if you want to go ships here, and the docks are going to touch each other. Oh, God. What you'd want to do here is you'd want to go for the dock, and then you'd want to go for the mining camp. And obviously the goal is to rush feudal aging here and get Navy. Now what gets tricky is you're going to be tempted to add galleys that can range the opponent's entire island. But I actually think fire galleys are the way to open initially. And both great job from these two to bring in the boars. By the way, Jonso hasn't collected any food with his fishing ship yet. I'm guessing he misclicked. He thinks he clicked the fish and he didn't. Oh, God, dude. John Slow. Dude, you've been playing the game for 20 years. I know you don't play a lot of water maps, but hello. Hello. This is actually huge. Cheaper fishing ships. He should have an eco lead. Oh, man. Well, there's just too many things to look at on this map, guys. It's just too... Hey, there we go. He realized now. So now they've kind of been working. But I like his build so far. Again, the main thing is, will he forget to... You gotta be careful when you kill the deer. Can you even leave now? Guys, how many times have I told you, stop killing the deer in the hallway? We can't move when you do that. Anyways, let's see what happens here with his uptime. We have our MQ up already, so he went lumber camp, and he didn't go for any fishing ships, actually. Wow, that was really fast. And I think John Slow is he going to go fast castle, or does he just not know what's happening here? I mean, 5 fishing ships? 5 fishing ships? On tiny arena? Okay, now he's going to add the lumber camp. And I think he forgot it. So now he's going to go add another villager. That's a lot of fishing ships. Meanwhile, double dock here from Aremku. Triple dock from Aremku, but he hasn't gotten the gold just yet. Interesting strats. All right, resources collected. Let's look at that. 5 fishing ships makes me think it's a fast castle, but I think it's just a bad build order, honestly. Jonso, I mean, these guys haven't played it before, right? They're struggling to figure things out for us. Jonso's collected more resources. Could have been more if he was working the whole time. And Johnso reacts with a... when he sees the uptime. None too pleased about that. And we have the triple galley immediately for our Mku. Johnso's way back could be some demos. Could be some fire galleys. But I like our Mku's thinking. He didn't go for Loom. Normally, he might spend some gold on Loom. He said, why do that? And he's even just got like 1 on food here. It's like he's going to save up for fletching. Everything's super streamlined. I don't think he'll be able to afford fletching right away. But he will kill these fishing ships. I think Johnso, all things considered, is actually going to be in an okay position, though. He's going to have 3 docks to be able to make Navy. And the thing about galleys is you need to run, guys. It's hit and run strategy. But you can't really flee on this map. It's so close quartered. So we should see fires. Okay. So it'll soon be 5 galleys versus 3 fires. Johnso getting his wood upgrade now. So we can chop wood a little bit more efficiently. And, well, even the TC could be a weapon here. Johnso is going to struggle to take resources if he doesn't deal with these galleys soon. He'll know that. And fletching now on the way in for Aremku. And Johnso's trying to run. It actually would have been better if you didn't try and get back to your TC here. That is kind of a rough spot to be in. And Johnso realizes that he has now lost 7 units in this game. But he is massing fires. So I'm just waiting. I actually think there's potential for him here. Aremku will soon have 7 galleys, though, with fletching. And so you can tell he's trying to stay away from this area. So he's using the patient approach. And Johnso's going to have to pop out sometime soon. We do have a demo as well in the queue for Aremku. Johnso, did he cancel the queue for some of his stuff? Oh, he's just struggling so bad. This is just painful. This is just painful. This is not good. And now the demo is going to come out as well. This is the worst possible spot to be in. But he does get past it. So there we go. Demo connects. It wasn't the best demo I've ever seen. But the galleys are in such a large mass here. They're just going to micro down these fires. I think this one might be even faster than the other games we've seen. And Johnso just says, Civlin, GG. And honestly, guys, while that was the shortest game, hopefully we see today, that was... I have to credit Aremku because his build was incredible here. He didn't do the standard things. He didn't add the fishing ships. You know, he didn't add the lumber camp. No, he actually... He went for a really fast uptime here. And it was just because he felt like I need water control. Johnso collected more resources, but he knows at this point he's going to be completely surrounded. 13 kills, 0 deaths. Kind of similar to the arena game one, right? Just get as much map control as quickly as possible. That's tiny islands there for you. We had no archer ranges on neutral islands. I think you could actually fit one, believe it or not. But, you know, I don't know if Aremku did any training for this or if he just has more of a natural sense for the faster builds, but that was pretty sick. Johnso is Italians, right? Cheaper for him to go to the next stage, and he was still... Well, what was that uptime there? 10 minutes uptime compared to 8:21. It's only a civ win if the other person wins. If you win, it's all skill. That is the John Slow motto. Yes. And when he says civ win, by the way, he's just... I'm sure there's a part of him that believes it, but it's just... They're friends. It's all trolls, right? It's all entertainment. We're having a good time.